What's up? What's good, YouTube? In today's video, we will be diving in and taking a look on how to play GOYO and the best canister placements on ranked maps. So without further ado, let's just hop into this video. So for our first map, we got Oregon, everybody's favorite map. We're going to be showing you basement and upstairs. So for your first one upstairs, you're just going to throw one on trophy door. Now this one's simple, self-explanatory. Anybody pushing in for masters and they're trying to swing off trophy and it's late in the round, you can end up popping that and now they can't walk in. For your second one, you're just going to put it right here in the middle of game room. Now what this is, you should always have somebody playing attic, so when they end up getting main wall, if they want to go for default plant, you can just pop this GOYO and now they can't run in default, and even if they are, they're going to be getting burned. So that's really good. With your third one, you're just going to place it on back white. A lot of people like to push up back white, and if it's late in the round, you can just end up shooting this GOYO. And now they can't run in and make a play, and if they do, they're going to get burnt. And then for your last one, you're just going to throw it right here. Now what this is going to do, it's going to stop people from trying to go for any big window pushes. Normally you'll have somebody playing in bunks, so if anybody's about to hop in bunks or it's the last 30 seconds, they can just pop this GOYO. And now they can't hop in big window, and even if they do, they're most likely going to try to run behind bunks. So when they hop in, they're going to get burnt, then they're going to run over here, and they're most likely going to die from the fire. So that's pretty much it for upstairs. Now let's move on to downstairs for basement and Oregon. Alright, on to basement for Oregon. For your first one, you're just going to come backstairs, and you're going to throw a GOYO right here. Now the reason you want it right there, so if you hear anybody on these stairs, you can shoot this GOYO and it's going to put fire all right here, so nobody can just sit right here and hold this peak on pillar or anything, because if you have the GOYO down there, yeah, they can't walk down, but it's not going to stop them from holding this peak. So if you want it right here, so if you blow this fire, it's going to detonate all this to where they can't stand right here and hold a peak. So that's your first one. It's going to be really good. Now with your second one, you're just going to put it right here on the left side of this door. Everybody's most likely going to end up popping this hatch, and they're going to end up trying to go for default plant right here or even right here in this corner. So what this is going to do, if you pop this, it's going to fire all this off, so they can't go for default plant anywhere right here. So this is very huge, very helpful late in the game when they're trying to go for that plant. Now for your third one, you're just going to jump on top of here and you're going to throw it right here. Now what this is going to do is anybody playing in closet, if you have a mirror or anything, or if anybody's playing in laundry right here holding freezer, they can just pop this, and now nobody can walk in this double door and try to make a play and swing anything. So if you pop that, this is all going to be fired off, so they can't push in to laundry. And with your last one, you're just going to put it right here. This again is going to be for your person playing laundry or closet on that mirror. They can just cover freezer head holes, and then whenever they feel like they're about to push in, they can pop that GOYO, and now they can't really push in freezer. It stops them from taking over control in here. They can only stay right here and hold peaks until the fire goes away. They can't swing any of this to go make a play on that door or even these head holes. So these are very good GOYO canisters for upstairs and basement for Oregon. Now let's go ahead and jump into our next map. Now before we hop into our next map, that is only 1 out of 8 maps I will be going over in today's video, so y'all make sure y'all stay tuned and don't miss any if you want to win more ranked games. On to our next map, we have Clubhouse. For our first side, we're going to be in bedroom upstairs, and then we're going to show you basement. But for your first GOYO up here, you're just going to place one right here on the ground. Now the reason you want it facing that way, so when people walk in, they can't, as an attacker, just come in and shoot it immediately. They're going to have to walk up on it to be able to break it, so that's very helpful. Now what this is going to do is anybody swinging in con, if you know they're about to swing, you can just swing and shoot that GOYO, and now they can't push con door. Now with your second one, you're just going to throw it right here. Now this one's very powerful because it stops two things. It stops them from being able to push through Laji door, and it mainly stops them from pushing up main stairs. So when you pop this, it's going to spread fire, so they can't come through Laji door or main stairs. Now with your third one, you're just going to put it right here. Now what this is going to do is anybody that ends up getting breach, because they will get jacuzzi breach, whenever they get it, you can have somebody playing in bathroom on this mirror, or even if the mirror's popped or anything, you can still have this GOYO. So if you think they're about to try to run in and go for default plant and gym or something, you can just pop that bad boy, and now they can't run in breach. They're going to be forced to push this hallway, which if you stop this one, now you can pop that one as well. So now they can't really push anything. And then with your last one, I just like to come on this window and throw it. A lot of people like to drop highway, and they like to jump in this window right here. Nobody really jumps in this window as much as the gym window, because you jump in and now you're just exposed to everything, bathroom, door, anybody playing this rotate on Logi and con window or door. So if you hop in over here, a lot of people like to hop in and they'll plant behind this box, or they'll run in and they'll end up planting like right here so they can see anybody swinging them or anything. But either way, if you hear that window break and they're on highway, you can have somebody playing bathroom, and if they need to, they can swing it and shoot it, or they can have a rotate right here and swing and shoot it. So now nobody can hop in that window to go for any plants and gym. That is it for upstairs. Now let's go ahead and jump in the basement. Now on to basement for clubhouse. For your first one, you're just going to throw it right here on these main stairs. Now what this is going to do is anybody in this site, they can see this GOYO from these feet holes that you should have. So if anybody's pushing down main stairs, you can just easily have them pop that GOYO as so. And now nobody can run down this double door from main stairs to either run down here and make a play, or even run over here. They're going to have to take damage, and it slows them down. Now with your second one, you're just going to come in here and place it right here under this hatch. Now what this is going to do is anybody playing church, they can just swing off this. If they know this hatch is popped and they know that somebody's about to drop, they can come over here and they can wide swing this so the hatch can't see their feet, and they can pop that GOYO. Bad aim. And they can pop that GOYO. So now if anybody goes to drop this hatch, they're going to drop immediately on fire, and they're going to take some damage, and they're going to have to rush in here. They can't push through there in hallway. They're going to have to push through church, and you can easily get your kill because you'll hear them hit the fire and make a sound. So that's an easy kill. Now with your third one, you're going to come in back blue stairs, and you're just going to put it right here. Now what this is going to do, this is a very, very powerful one. A lot of people like to push blue stairs. So what you can do, again, if you have somebody playing in church, you'll always have head holes right here. So whenever you hear that they're pushing down blue stairs, you can end up popping that GOYO. Now that stops them from pushing that, and all you have to worry about is oil pit, which should be an easy kill. And then with your last one, you're just going to want to barricade dirt off. You're going to throw a GOYO on it like so. Now what this does, you can throw it on the side, but what this does is people pushing in dirt, it's normally going to take them at least a minute into the round to get the dirt. Then they're going to see the barricade. By the time they shoot the barricade down, this is going to take 20 seconds for this to go away. They can't push in immediately with a shield or a Monty or anything. I see a lot of people do this push with a shield and dirt, and they'll just sit on this door and wait to run in and go for plant behind one of these boxes on a shield op. So this is going to stop them. Now, I would prefer, honestly, just to barricade it and put the GOYO on the side of the door. So now when you hear them in dirt, they'll end up breaking the barricade, and whenever you feel like they're about to push in, you can shoot the GOYO at whatever time you feel like. So it's kind of better. It's whatever you prefer, but that is it for clubhouse, upstairs for a bedroom, and basement. Now we're going to hop into our next map. Now on to our next map, we have Chalet. For this map, I'm going to be showing you how to defend basement. So for your first GOYO canister, you're just going to place it right here on this drone hole. Now what this is going to do, a lot of people will put the GOYO right here to stop them from going for plant, but most of the time they're just going to end up throwing a frag through here to break any of the bandits or wall denial you have, and it's just going to blow this up anyway. So you want this here to make, it's just going to help you more, because either way they're going to throw a frag and blow up the GOYO, but you'd rather have this here. So now if they try to Twitch drone or Brava drone your bandit or your Cade, they can't. They're going to have to get somebody else to bring frag grenades, like I said, and waste their utility to blow this up, and then they're going to have to drone it. But once they blow it up, then you can just literally wait for them to bring their Twitch or Brava drone, and you can just sit here and hold that. Now with your second GOYO, you're just going to make your way into blue. You're just going to throw it right here. Now if you haven't watched my Azami and Malusi videos, y'all go watch that. But this GOYO placement is just very good because you're always going to have somebody in blue. They can be sitting on this Azami pixel. And then even if they do end up breaking all your Azamis and Malusis or anything, you should still have this GOYO. And then you can pop that. And now they can't just run down blue. And if they're trying to sit in this corner, they're going to be getting burnt still, basically. I mean, they're going to have to tuck up on this corner, but they're still going to be getting burnt. So that's a very good one. And then with your third one, you're going to come back wine. And you're going to put it right here on this wall. Now what this one's going to do is if you hear them pushing in right here, or if you hear them swinging in this hallway, you can easily just swing, shoot this GOYO. Now the reason why I don't put it right here, which that's a good one too, but if you put it right here and you shoot the GOYO, then they can still sit right here and just hold a peek or just stay right here and wait for it to go away. With this one, you pop this, it's going to cover this up, so they can't sit right here and hold a peek unless they're all the way back, and they can't sit right here and just wait for it to go away, so they can't play on this door close. They're going to have to run away or take damage. So if you hear them walking up, pop that GOYO, and if they're on the door, they're going to take damage and they're going to have to run back, and now they're going to be low, so when they walk in, you have a better chance of getting that kill. Now with your last one, I like to just go ahead and throw it right here on main stairs. Now the reason I put it right here, a lot of people like to put it right here. The reason I don't do that is because you're going to have to swing out to be able to shoot it. You can't see it. Like if you're in sight right here, you can't pop that GOYO, and it's just useless. Same thing with blue. If you have it on that little wall right there, you can't really see it to pop it. So now if they say main stairs, you can just end up popping that. And what this one's going to do is it's going to stop anybody from running down and hiding behind this shelf. Because a lot of people, they'll come main stairs and they'll just swing and then they'll run down right here and they'll just stand right here and hold a peek, or they'll hold a peek right here on this rotate. So now if you have a Valkyrie or anything like that, you can easily just get the comm to pop that GOYO, and now they're going to be getting burned and they're going to die, or they're going to have to run back upstairs through the fire, which you can just hold a peek on them. So now they're going to have to run back up and you can kill them and get your kill, or the fire is going to kill them. Either way, it's going to be really, really useful to put it right here instead of right here. But that is going to be it for basement on Chalet. Let's go ahead and jump into our next map. On to our next map, we have Canal. Now I'm going to be showing you upstairs and downstairs. So with the first GOYO, I'm just going to throw it right here for printer side. So now if you hear anybody pushing printer, you can just pop that, and it's going to stop them from pushing up and making a play. They're just going to have to sit behind this box. Now the reason you want it right here is so you can have this late in the round to stop them from pushing in and making a play. If you throw it right here, they'll just get up here, hide behind this box, pop the GOYO, and then you don't have it. This one, they're going to have to swing all the way out and shoot it and then run all the way back. So it's high risk. They're going to have to swing it and shoot it, and then you can easily see them swinging it and you can get your kill because they're not even looking at you. Or they're just going to have to just not even know or not swing it because they don't want to die, and then you can just have it late for game. And that's a really good one, so they can't push printer side. Then another one I like to do is right here. So with this rotate right here, anybody playing back here, they can easily end up shooting that. If anybody's trying to go in and go for default plant and plant right here or plant right here, you can easily pop that and it's going to cover that. Now with your third one, you're going to come right here and you're just going to put it on the floor. Now what this is going to do, it's going to stop anybody pushing in from roof entrance and red stairs. So if you have anybody playing 90, or if you just have anybody playing right here, you can hop right here and you can end up seeing it. If you put it on the left more, which I would do, definitely do that. You want it to be able to be seeable from that rotate, which is what I normally do. So you'll put it right there. And then if you need to, you can have somebody playing in sight and still pop this GOYO. So when they pop it, now nobody can push up red or push in roof entrance. So that covers two areas. And then with your last one, you're just going to come and put it on back green. Now you're going to put that right there. So same thing. So if anybody's playing in this back site server room, they can just swing, shoot this GOYO, and now they can't swing up green. So if anybody's playing in server room, they can stop them from running up green. They can get on this and shoot this one and stop them coming in from roof entrance and red stairs. They can swing and shoot the one on printer side if they need to, and they can get on this rotate and shoot the one for default plant behind this so they can't run in. So all 4 of these are really good. They stop every entrance they can come from: red stairs, green stairs, printer side, and default off breach. Now let's go ahead and jump in the basement. Now on the basement for canal, with your first one, you're just going to throw it right here on the ground. Now what this is going to do is, yes, they can hop in double window, but this is very good. So if you end up popping this late round, you pop that, now it's going to slow them down from being able to push up and make a play. And it kind of hits yellow stairs, so if anybody's trying to run down yellow stairs, it makes them wide swing in front of this door, so they can't run right here and run and hide behind this door, because you're going to have head holes right here also. So this is going to make them wide swing into these head holes and this door, so that one's very powerful. Then with this one, you're just going to throw one right here on the ground. Now what this is going to do is, anybody playing in here on site, like I said, on these head holes that are going to be right here, they can end up swinging this, shooting the GOYO. Now what this is going to do is, it's going to stop anybody from pushing out into this hallway. It's going to stop anybody pushing in from lockers into hallway. So now nobody can push out from lockers, nobody can push out from that door, so that stops that. With your third one, you're just going to put it right here on these stairs. Now what this is going to do late in the round, if they don't end up popping that, you're going to have head holes right here. So now what you can do is end up just popping that. So now they can't run down main stairs because there's fire. Then with my last one, I like to throw it right here. A lot of people like to put it right here. Now the reason why you don't want to do this is because they can just swing in, shoot it, and then run out and wait for it to go away. Now the reason I like this one right here is because you can have somebody playing in bathroom, and you can just have them swing this, shoot this. Now what it does is, it stops anybody pushing in from trench. They can't run in bathroom, so it stops people from pushing in from trench. It stops anybody from getting in the bathroom, and it stops from them running in sight right here and going for plant right here, or plant, or just generally stops them from being able to run in sight and be able to make a play on anything. So that's really good GOYOs for basement and upstairs on canal. Now let's jump into our next map. Before we hop into our next map, if you're still watching this video, can you just do me a favor, smack that like and subscribe button, turn the post notification bell on for more content like this. Make sure you leave a comment for any video ideas y'all may have. Now let's jump into our next map. Now on to our next map, we have Villa. I'm going to be showing you 4 GOYO plays. Now on to our next map, we have Villa. I'm going to be showing you how to set up upstairs. So for your first one, you're just going to put it right here. Now this one's really powerful for default plant. Everybody likes to push in landing, and they like to swing this door. My bad about the dog in the back. And they like to swing this door, and they like to walk in and go for plant behind this bulletproof vault door. So with this, you can have a mirror right here, or anybody playing in this room, if you hear they're about to push, pop that GOYO. Now they can't run in, or if they're in default, they're going to be getting burned, and you can swing and get your easy kill. Or like I said, they can't run in. Now with your second one, you're just going to make your way into study and throw it right here on study door. Now this one's not really for late game. This is to slow them down from being able to take study control. Everybody likes to push this balcony and push in study. So with this, if you feel like they're about to push in, same thing like I said, if you have a mirror right here, you'll have head holes. And whenever they're about to push in, you pop that mirror. Now that stops them from pushing another 20 seconds. So that's really powerful. And then another one I like to do is right here on this side door. Now I'll show you what that one's good for in a minute. You're always going to have somebody in 90 trying to hold this. So I like to put one right here on the floor. Now you don't want it to where when they hop in this window, they can just shoot it. They're going to have to like walk up and shoot it. So you're always going to have somebody in 90 holding them pushing to that side door and holding them trying to push up landing. So now you have this GOYO. So if they end up flashing you or anything like that, you can just swing, pop that GOYO. If I can hit it, pop the GOYO, and now they can't swing off this double door. So now they're just going to be stuck here, and it's going to make them wait 20 seconds. Or if they were already swinging you, you can just pop that. They'll take damage, which is going to force them to push up, and you can swing and get your kill. Or it's going to force them to push back into the fire and take more damage. Now after you pop that one, you can fall back into sight because now you did your job. You wasted time and you made them push in and take damage from that fire. Now you can just come in, play behind bar or anything like that. You can play off that Goyo on default. You can shoot that if you need to. And you got this Goyo, so if they end up pushing back up 90 after that Goyo goes away, when they try to push up here, you'll have footholds. You can see them. But if they end up pushing in on that door, pop that Goyo, so now they can't walk in at all. You can play off these footholds because they're not going to be able to walk in because the fire. And that's pretty much it for Villa. You got the one on study to slow them down from taking study control. You got this one late game, so if they go for default plant. You got this one late game if they're trying to push in and go for plant behind bar. So if they try to run in here and plant behind bar or anything, you got that one. And then like I said, you got the one for the person playing 90 control. You can pop that, so that helps them so they can't just get swung and flooded. So like I said, that's it for Villa. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into our next map. So on to our next map, we have Nighthaven Labs. I'm going to be showing you upstairs and downstairs sites. So for your first Goyo, you're just going to come right here. You're going to put it on this door. For your second one, you're going to come right here, put it on this door. Now for your next one, you're going to put it right here. Now what these three are going to do is help anybody playing pillar. So if anybody's playing pillar and they hear them pushing electrical, they can pop that Goyo, and then now they can't push in that door. Now if they hear that they're in IT and they got breach, they can pop this one first when they hear them walking up in IT. So when they pop this, this is going to fire off all this. So now they can't push in from top garage into here, and they can't push up in IT because there's going to be fire up to right here. So they're going to have to stay back, so they can't push off and swing you and get a kill for at least 20 seconds. And then you got this one right here, so if you hear them pushing up in IT again, now if you feel like they're about to swing this door, you can just pop that and just hide behind pillar and bait time for the last 20 seconds if you need to, and that'll help you win rounds. And then with your last one, you're just going to put it back here in bottom waterfall. You're going to put it on the ground. Now what this is going to do, anybody pushing up, they can't stand back here and break the Goyo. Even if you're standing up, they're going to have to walk up at least right here, and now they're exposed to those feet holes. So now if you have anybody playing in this corner, which is a very strong point, people like to play in this corner, swing off these head holes, now you can just pop this Goyo if you need to. So now you don't have to worry about anybody pushing up on these feet hole or walking through and trying to make a play on you. So that's very huge. So now that's pretty much it for upstairs. Now let's go in the basement. To basement for Nighthaven Labs. For your first one, this is a very key one. You're just going to put it right here for default plants. So now if they end up getting breach, whenever they push in, if you need to, you can pop this Goyo. Now what this is going to do is anybody jumping up on top of these box going for default plant, they're going to die, or they're going to have to run out and hit all this fire. So they're most likely going to die to the fire, or you can easily just be playing EXO door and swing off that, get your kill when they try to run out. Now with your second one, you're just going to put them bottom EXO right here in the middle on the floor. But you can face it this way a little bit, so it'll be harder for them to pop if they're coming downstairs. So now if they're coming downstairs, it's going to be harder for them to be able to see and pop. They can't really pop that unless they get all the way down. So you can have somebody playing right here on pillar or anything, pop that. Or even if you're playing right here, you can end up popping it. So now what this is going to do is stop things from being able to push down EXO stairs, even if they're right here, or if they run over here in this corner. They can't push anything bottom EXO unless they run through the fire. So that one's very powerful. So that stops the breach default plant. That stops EXO push. Then with your third one, you're going to come in single breach. You're just going to put it on the right side. Now this is going to stop this push for this wall. For single wall, you can have somebody playing pillar right here. If they feel like they're about to push in, pop that Goyo. That's going to stop them from being able to push in at all on single breach. They can push in and run in right here, but you're going to have footholds, so it's going to stop them from being able to push in altogether, because if they push in, they're going to hit the fire, but then they're going to be in front of these footholds, my bad, and they can't run this way because there's fire all around. It's going to force them to push in front of this window. So that one's very powerful. It's going to slow them down. And then with your last one, you're just going to put it back cargo stairs right here on the ground. facing away from the stairs. So now same thing as exo stairs, when they come down, they can't really see this unless they run up to it, and now they're exposed to these feed holes. Now what this one's gonna do, same thing if you have somebody playing pillar, they can end up popping this off these feed holes right here, or if you have anybody just playing right here, you can have them pop it right here. Now this is going to stop anybody coming down cargo stairs, or even if they drop cargo hatch. So if they drop this hatch, they're going to be stuck right here. They can't swing out. If they do, they're in fire or in front of these feed holes, and they can't come down cargo stairs and swing because there's fire, and they're going to be exposed to these feed holes. They're going to be right here also. There's always going to be feed holes right here. So now if they swing down and they're in front of this fire, they're going to have to run into these feed holes or be standing in front of these feed holes waiting for the fire to go away. So that is pretty much it for upstairs and basement on Night Haven Labs. So let's go ahead and jump into our next map. Now on to our next map, we have Theme Park. Now this one's pretty simple. The only thing you're going to want to do is bring a bandit and a cade, so you can have this caded off, one of these caded off, and then they can bandit trick this wall and run to this wall if they need to. So if they don't get any of these walls, you're going to put a GOYO right here on this door. You're going to put a GOYO right here on this door. And then you're going to come and put a GOYO on this door. Now what you can even do is put 2 on this door. Now this is if they don't get walls. So if you have a bandit in a cade and you make sure they don't get walls, this is going to be your GOYO setup, because the only place they're going to be able to push from is doorways, because they didn't get any of the walls. So they're going to have to push into here and to split. And when they push this door, you can shoot that GOYO. When they push this door, you can have somebody in this corner pop that GOYO. And then you can have somebody pop these GOYOs over here on this door on bottom dragon, and you got 2 on that door, so that's 40 seconds right there, so they can't push through there. And if they didn't get breached, you can just have somebody play in this corner right here, pop that whenever they're about to push in, and pop both these, and then you can have somebody back there like I said. Now if they do end up getting the breaches, what you're going to want to do is you're still going to have one right there. You're going to put one in front of this breach like so on the ground. Now you don't want it too close to the breach, because when they thermite it, it'll blow it up. So you're going to put it back a little bit, and then you're going to do the same thing for this one. But this one's going to be on the wall, because you're not going to be able to see it if it's on the floor. So what this is going to do, most of the time they're going to get that side of the breach. But even if they get that side of the breach, you're going to have those GOYOs. So now anybody playing back here, if you feel like they're about to walk in that breach, you can pop that GOYO. Now what this is going to do, it's going to stop them from being able to push and breach for at least 20 seconds. And you got this one on this door. So if anybody's swinging this door, you can pop this one. So now they can't swing in that breach or this. Now if they get both breach open, you can pop this one. A lot of people like to run in the breach and try to plant right here behind anything, but they're going to have the fire right here, or they'll come back here and plant right here. So now they're going to have to hit the fire or plant right here, which then you can see them. And then you got this GOYO that I left over here, because you're always going to have somebody in this corner right here. I would always play right here, because you have these footholds, so anybody pushing right here, you can get an easy kill off that. And anybody pushing right here, you can just hold little peaks on them for when they swing in. You can hold a pixel, pre-fire their head, and then if you need to, if you think they're about to push in, you can pop the GOYO and you can literally just sit in this corner and they can't kill you, bro. You can hold this peak, you can stand up and hold a peak and just swing off. So that's pretty much it for GOYO on Theme Park Downstairs Armory. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into our next map. On to our next map, we have Consulate. I'm going to be showing you a setup for upstairs and in basement. So for your first one, you're just going to make your way over here. You're going to put it on this door. Okay, if I can place it. Then you're going to come in here and you're going to put one on single breach. Then you're going to make your way over here and you're going to put one right here on the ground. Now what these 3 are going to do is there's always going to be playing somebody in meeting right here behind this table. This is where I like to play, because I can hide behind this table. It's bulletproof, so anybody pushing in single breach, if I hear them walk in or if they're in there, I can just end up popping that GOYO, and that will explode all this. So they're going to have to run in this corner or sit outside breach. So that's going to slow them down. Then if I hear somebody pushing up these stairs, I can just pop that. If they're doing an admin push and they're trying to go for a plant right here, or if they're just trying to swing this door, I can pop that GOYO, and then that's most likely going to make them swing into this hallway over here, and then I can swing off this, try to get a kill, and then if I need to, I can end up popping that GOYO, so now they can't swing this door, this hallway, or breach. So now I'm pretty set right here, and then whenever they do end up going away, I can just, by then I could have either swung breach because I know there's fire and I know he's going to be back there. I can pre-fire that or try to swing that and get a kill. Or if I pop this one, I like to run over here real quick because I know they're going to flank over here, and then I'll pre-fire that and get a kill. But if I don't, like I said, you can end up just popping these GOYOs so you don't have to end up getting pinched. Now with my last one, I like to come over here and throw it on yellow stairs. There's always going to be somebody playing over here. So now if you have anybody playing in bathroom on those head holes, or anybody just playing right here, they hear them drop skylight or walk up yellow, or even if they're playing in this room, they can swing that, shoot the GOYO, so now they can't walk up. So if they drop skylight or walk up yellow, now that GOYO is going to be popped, so they can't swing out and get a kill on these head holes or on this, or swing into this room because there's going to be fire everywhere. But that is it for upstairs. Now let's go ahead and jump into basement. Now on to basement for consulate with your first one. This is going to be like the one for chalet. You're just going to put one on this drone hole. Same concept. So they're going to have to frag grenade this and make them waste utility. And if they don't, it's going to stop them from being able to get any Twitch or Bravo drones into sight and try to take over these bandits or Cade or even mute jammer on this wall. So this one's very powerful. Now with your second one, I like to just throw it right here on this door for bottom yellow. Now what this is going to do, before I tell you what that one does, you're going to put one on the floor right here, a little bit back right here. Now what these two are going to do is for anybody playing pillar, you're always most likely going to have somebody playing pillar. If they hear anybody swinging yellow, they can pop that GOYO, so now they don't have to worry about getting swung off yellow stairs. And if they hear anybody in this hallway or walking down spiral, they can easily pop that GOYO, and that stops anybody from pushing in this door or down spiral, and it covers this whole hallway. So that covers backside and spiral walk down. This covers yellow, and it helps with the breach. And then with your last one, you want to come back here and put it right here. So most likely, whenever you pop that one in the hallway that I just showed you over there, they're going to end up rotating over here into this little hallway, and you're always going to have somebody back here either on a mirror or just on these head holes. And when they swing it, you can easily pop this GOYO, so now they can't run in over here or over there. So this is a very powerful setup for GOYO in basement. That is going to be the end of this video. But before we end, I'd like to say a little prayer. So God, I just thank you for waking us up again, because every day is a blessing. I pray you keep a hedge of protection over everybody and their families. We thank you for everything you do for us. Amen. Y'all be safe. God bless. We out.